Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. The first video on the channel on the Pirates Treasure patch, I think is the name of it. You got IO here with her new skin. She got a skin, I think, the patch after she was released, unless I'm getting it mixed up. As you can see, there's new menu stuff. PTS only came up about 15 minutes before I'm making this video, so hopefully it's still up by the time you see this, but there's a bunch of new stuff. I'm not going to go through all of it here in one video, but the main thing that you probably noticed already is the new UI. It's a little bit finicky right now. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I reckon in a patch or two, this UI should be significantly better than it is in the patch that is currently in live. And as you can see what's going on right now on your screen already, there are a couple bugs. They mentioned this one on the actual live show. This is a thing that they're having issues with, but it seems to only happen on Ceres and Leon. I mentioned it on my Twitter. For whatever reason, the scaling glitch only happens with Ceres and Leon, but a bunch of new skins. Io's got one, Ruckus has got one, Ying has got one, and so has Maeve. Bunch of gameplay things. Highly recommend you go check out the patch notes for yourself, but we're going to be focusing on IO today. She is still the newest character, but she also has a new skin, and she also has a pretty big gameplay change. She didn't get as much change as a lot of the other characters, but I feel like I should cover her because she's one of the few that has a skin and a gameplay thing, and it is a buff. It's a pretty significant buff, actually. If you remember, one of the main things I was complaining about with IO the entire time she's been in the game is that her heal is kind of finicky. A lot of people complained about this, and the fact that if you lose vision on somebody for like half of a millisecond, or at least that's what it felt like, it will de-link and you won't be able to keep getting heals on them, so it makes it feel like it's really, really finicky. It just didn't really feel right, and they've actually changed it in this patch. Haven't tried it out yet. These are going to be my first games on the PTS, so hopefully everything works correctly, but they've made it so that you actually have a 0.8 second, I think that's what they said on the live show. It's not on the patch notes, but I remember hearing that time between when you actually have to have vision on somebody and you're able to continue the heal. So as far as I understand it, if somebody walks behind a wall, you have 0.8 of a second to still heal them, and if they come back into vision, it won't disconnect the heal. That's how I think it's gonna work. They've also changed how this actual screen works here. It looks a little bit like an MMO or something, but you got the voice pack thing up here. You have this, which I really, really like. I'm so glad they're doing this. That is sick. They've got a really basic breakdown of everything here for people who are new, and then you can hit advanced and you get every single detail you'd realistically want about the abilities, or at least most stuff. I'm sure it's probably not 100% perfect as of yet because it's the public test server, but this is a good example of what I'm happy to see, because you can actually see the units and you can actually just see everything that you need to know about the abilities. It works great. Don't know why talents are hidden behind a button. That's a little bit weird. I thought they just put the talents here because there's a bit of space, but I guess not. The other thing I'd really like to see would be actually being able to switch between menus, so I could go between champions and battle pass instead of having to go back and hit this button. It gets a little bit tedious, but there's a bunch of stuff on the battle pass. Here it is quickly. If you want to see it, I'll just scroll through it. I guess you can pause the video. You probably already know the battle pass, which is why I don't want to really go through it, because I assume most of you guys have seen it, and if not, you can just go ahead and Google it. But yeah, other than all the stuff I just spoke about, there's also a new game mode. It isn't listed here, but I think they said it's on Onslaught. So if you queue for Onslaught, you'll get it on the PTS. It's King of the Hill. It's basically just Onslaught with the point moves. If you play Paladins back in the day, you've probably played this game mode because it was quite popular back then, alongside Payload, which maybe they'll bring back. That would be cool to see Payload come back, but I think that needs like specific maps for it, so maybe that's more work. But we've got King of the Hill. That's cool. Hopefully we can get it. I'll queue for both things. Have no idea how populated the servers are going to be. I don't know what order I'm going to do them in. I honestly am not sure, so if you have anything you want to see me do first, drop it in the comments. I don't know if the champion select screen is any different. I'm pretty sure that's the same. I think they just changed this screen with it, which is also a little bit finicky. It's not perfect, but I guess this is the best option for now. It's just kind of weird how this happens. She has two versions of her skin as well. I nearly forgot to mention this. The Battle Pass has two versions. They've done this with other ones as well. You have the default version, and then if you fully power up the Battle Pass, you get the other one, which is the limited one, which is a little bit like a recolor type thing. Maeve's one got a little bit more special stuff going on with effects, I think, but it's basically a recolor. Looks cool. I think I'll use the standard one though, because I kind of prefer it, even though I like black and white usually. Actually, no, they're both sick, actually. I think I'd put them on the same sort of level. I just like the yellow and black they got going on here. Shoutouts to Avalon MFX and Mr. Weeb Suck. Okay, that's a name I didn't think I'd be reading out today. That is Ruckus with the new skin in the back. It matches the Makoa one perfectly. I didn't even think it did, but it does. Lots of characters have pirate themes. I think they all match quite well together. Is Makoa going to match it? Yeah, there you go. That's what I was talking about. They look sick. They match together perfectly. That was clearly done intentionally. There's no way that was by accident. There's also the new border, animated at like 15 frames per second, but it still looks pretty decent. We've got Ruckus, we've got Maeve, we've got Makoa, and Dredge. We're up against Strix, Nando, Drogos, Maeve, and Io. So Io on both sides, Dredge on one side. Why did I think they had a Dredge? I'm dumb. I keep trying to get these PTS videos out for you guys because I know you guys enjoy seeing stuff on the PTS, especially those of you guys on console. I always get a bunch of props from because you guys don't have a way to play it, so that's why I always try and cover a bunch of stuff on this, because I think about half of the people who watch me are on Switch or console, and then the other 50% 100% are on PC. But if you want to see me do more stuff, just drop a like on the video, comment what you want to see me cover next, I guess, as well, and I'll try and keep these coming because you guys always show a ton of love on these, so I want to try and do them as much as I can. Took a little while to put us in, but it looks like we're through. I guess I can go for lifelink here, would make the most sense. Damage reduction is strong in every situation ever, but I am a solo support here, so I think lifelink's going to help me out. Not going to really go through loadouts all that much, but these are the two variations I go with. They both have increased deploy range. They gave us a little bit of moonlight whenever we're in Luna's range. We get a little bit of a heal. We also get a little bit of restore with the bow, a little bit of bonus health, and this one just resets the deploy time, which I should probably go for here. Well, they do have a Nando. I don't know if it actually restores moonlight if you hit a shield. That's something I should probably know, but I haven't had enough time to fiddle around with IO and stuff. Just realized that the little wolfy boy on the front here has a goddamn hat and a patch. Did not see the fact that he had an eye patch. That's sick. Let's grab a Chronos. That doesn't even really make sense. I guess it'll help with the deploy time of Luna. Wasn't really ready for this, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to have a PTS video today, but I'm very, very happy that I do. We'll go ahead and throw Luna on the point there just to keep pressure. I want to kind of test out the link thing, and as you can see here, whenever you dip behind, it does still continue the link, so it doesn't seem like it's too bugged on the PTS. Can you leave me alone, please, Maeve? Oh, get body. That actually worked pretty well. I want to see if it reconnects or if it doesn't disconnect if I wiggle behind. It looks like it stays on. Does seem to work the way I was hoping it would work, so if I lose vision on somebody and regain it, it doesn't seem to disconnect, which is great. Let's get a heal on him. Nearly got him killed there. I nearly effed myself off of the map, which would have also sucked heals for her. It also seems like moonlight does regen if I hit a shield, so going for it was a good decision. There we go. We can keep healing her even though she fell there a second ago. I'm nearly dead. Heal for Dredge. I'm totally gone if he hits that. Yep, there we go. I hadn't have anything to dodge with. Didn't have anything to dodge with there, so I got screwed. Need a little bit of time to warm. It's my first game of Paladins in like 2 days. I've been sick. Okay, give me a little bit of a break. I feel like I am burning through my moonlight right now, to be honest. Usually with IO, I don't feel like I'm going through it too fast. That is a very, very strong Strix blind. That's one of the things they changed this patch. Still not sure if it's a buff or a nerf, but they made it so that you no longer have the Roost card give you damage reduction. Instead, it actually regens your ult, which is a little bit strange. Didn't think they'd give Strix like an ult regen, but I don't know if it's technically a nerf or a buff. That's what Luna looks like as well. It looks pretty cool. I actually like this skin a lot. I was hoping they didn't do a bad job with pirate skins because I always find like pirate stuff in games to look really cool, and I feel like they've done a very, very good job with this one. Let's keep heals on these guys. That's another Strix ult. Holy crap, maybe this card isn't a nerf. I think I originally worded the Strix change as just a nerf, but I think it might be more of a change because that Strix just got 2 ults off in a really, really short period of time. They fixed a bunch of stuff with like the momentum with a bunch of abilities, and they also fixed the way ult works, which is great because I was actually talking about that in the Victor video recently, and they seem to have fixed a bunch of things with that, so you don't get completely screwed with the ults on some characters, and they're all a little bit more forgiving, I guess would be the way to word it. I'm really trying to keep heals on these guys right now, but I'm just running through my meter like madness. I did reposition IO there just for the little immunity time. I think she gets... Don't know if our Maeve is actually here because Maeve's playing a little bit strange, but I might go for an ult play here. I'm keeping heals on this Ruckus, but it ain't enough. Can we get both those guys off the map? That would be sick. I'm going to try and move here. They both stayed on. That's annoying. Defense failed. I'm dead to Strix. Also just realized I'm playing against Helvian. Don't know if it is actually Helvian because you can, I think, use other people's names in a lot of situations. I don't know if it's actually him, but really, really like the skins though in this patch. I feel like the IO one looks really, really good. I like the fact that the Ruckus one matches. I think that's a really cool detail. That Strix blind is a pain in the ass. Did I just F myself off the map? No, I think I'm on the ground. Jesus Christ. There's a right click on somebody. Fantastic. I can just dip behind a cover. That was my own freaking character. That was Luna. I was just throwing a heal on. We can keep it on him though. I'm going to reposition Luna for a second, try and stay alive. I'm getting battered a little bit. Heals on this Dredge. He's still gone. Jesus Christ. Can I get a stun on you? Luna, come give me a hand, please. Thank you. I might still die. Yep, that's Dredge. I think I was the last person alive there. I gotta say, Strix is throwing out freaking blinds like mental. He's having one out like every couple seconds. It's kind of crazy, actually. There goes Koa. Luna out there trying to do some work. I'm throwing some heals on her. I don't know what our Maeve's doing. It's kind of strange. Maeve's just kind of standing around. Kind of seems like she's throwing a game, but I don't think she is. Obviously, it's not really a big deal whether we win or lose. Definitely looking like it's going to be a loss so far. It's really interesting to see, though, with IO, how the heal works and stuff. Considering it was 0.8 seconds, I wasn't sure how noticeable it would be, but it is very, very noticeable. Let's get rid of him. Keep heals on the Makoa there, and also on the Ruckus. It's a little bit harder to shift target. It feels like that's the only thing I have noticed negatively about it, is it feels a little bit more difficult to shift target, because I don't know if that 0.8 seconds is somehow messing with that. Usually I'll be able to link to somebody and switch target kind of easily. It feels a little bit too sticky when I'm trying to switch between targets, and I think that might have to do with the change. Don't know. It's weird wall glitch going on there on the right, but Drogos has top play. It's him getting rid of Koa. He gets rid of Dredge. I think he probably also gets rid of me here because I was the last person alive on my team. Didn't really have an escape option there. Triple kill. Fair enough. Well, that's Helvian's comment for the end of the match. I'm guessing he's referring to the Strix card, which I do also think, just from going against him quickly there in that match, is maybe maybe a little bit too much. I don't know, he threw out like 10 plus ultimates that game. Every single team fight, he had an ultimate to throw out. It's obviously kind of hard to tell on the PTS, but I wouldn't be surprised if this does get somehow changed, because it doesn't really feel like a nerf, now feels more like a change. Obviously you can counter it with resilience, but it still felt like he had that blind up way too much that game. Don't really know what was going on with Maeve. Didn't pick a loadout, didn't pick a talent. It was 4v5. That kind of explains how we were destined to lose there. Ruckus did okay, 27k. Dredge did not great, but I guess fine. Same with Koa. We did pretty good. 80k heals, 25k damage. I'll take that. 333. I don't feel like I did badly there. 3333, and then 25k, 80k. I'll take that. Their Drogos did pretty good. Nando did alright. Strix did pretty decent. Didn't actually have a single death there. Fernando and Io had 1. Drogos with 2, and then Maeve had 5. All of them on their side did fine. We were just a man down, so kind of a tough situation for us to try and pull a win through. We'll go ahead and queue for another. We'll give this another shot. Felt pretty good to play. The only thing, like I said, it did feel a little bit sticky because it felt like I couldn't change target. It didn't feel like I even had the option to change target there, because I'd be healing like a Koa. I'd look at the Dredge and it just wouldn't shift the heal. I'm pretty sure it's still meant to, and maybe that just somehow messed with it. I don't know. Well, it looks like for the second game we got King of the Hill Magistrates Archives with the new art, which is pretty cool to see. Haven't seen new map art in a little while. There's another verified guy in here, Evil Mojo Potzer, and also Helvian is on our side this time, and a FrostFangs. Hi guys, he knows what's up. Team wise, we're going to have a Dredge, we're going to have a Ying, we're going to have an Atlas and a Strix. We're up against a Maeve, a Tyra, a Nando, a Genos, and an IO. Going to be doing the same thing again, trying to heal as much as possible. This is going to be my first game of King of the Hill. Nice. I wonder why they changed card art for. I don't know if it's going to be changed on Onslaught 2 or if it's just for the new game mode and stuff. We'll have to see. There's heals for you. Can Luna actually cap the objective, or did I just throw her off? I think I just threw her off a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Luna can cap the point. I just threw her off. I was hoping that the added stickiness wouldn't like affect how easy target switching would be, but it definitely has. It's way more difficult for me to switch target. It doesn't even feel like it's actually an option, to be honest. I feel like I'm kind of linked to whoever I hit a button on. Yeah, okay, that definitely has affected it in a negative way. I have to disconnect it, but I guess that's fine. Maybe you can still switch, but you have to wait like a second for the thing to disconnect. I don't know, but if it works that way, it's faster to just delink and then reconnect, so I don't know why it would work like that. Let's just get some shots over there. Don't know how often the point changes. Just get screwed there, Maeve. I heard her roughly where she was coming from and actually managed to get a pretty free kill on there, so I guess it switches every minute and a half. Well, that's Nando going for an ult. That's Dredge going for an ult as well. Let's go ahead and F ourselves over here. Just keep heals on people. This is a pretty free game so far. They haven't really given us much pressure on the point. There goes Maeve. Get heals on this Ying. Let's get their Luna off the point, because I think that's the only way they've actually gotten objective points so far. They got 26. I'm pretty sure most of that is just from standing. I think you probably get points from kills as well, but they haven't killed us all that much this game, so I think a lot of it is just from their Luna standing on the objective. Let's get heals on this Ying to make sure she doesn't get bursted down too quick. Jesus Christ, her health is getting removed very fast. I just held the Moonlight on her for like an entire half a minute right there, and she was still low. Pretty smooth F from us there. Oh, that stun on Maeve was a little bit brutal. Let's get some heals over to our Luna. Reposition her for a sec. There we go. Heals on this Atlas. Heals on this Ying. Who am I even healing? Okay, so it does switch targets whenever the person I'm healing dies. Doesn't really feel like I have the ability to switch targets though at all whenever the person I'm currently linked to is still alive, so it does seem like it's affected that negatively, but I'd overall still say it's a buff because it's pretty quick to switch targets. Anyway, I can just disconnect and then reconnect, and that's just as fast really as being able to switch. I just lose a couple frames of healing, so that's not really a big deal. That is Alice going for an ult. I'm trying to throw out my goddamn heal here, but my Moonlight is getting bursted down very fast. That's Genos going for an ult. We're still somehow alive here. I'm going to go ahead and use my ult, see if we can get people off the map. There we go, that's 2. Yo, I'll take that. It's actually going to get me 2 kills. There we go, double kill. Nice. That's cheeky spray. Can I spray? No, I think it's messed up my key bindings. I can't spray. I can actually hear my voice starting to go as I'm recording this video. It's starting to get all raspy and nasty. That is there. IO going for an ult. I actually made an accidental rhyme there. FrostFangs banger upcoming. Anyway, it's been kind of fun playing King of the Hill so far. It's interesting to see where they place the points. It's gone middle, top right, and then over there, and then over here. We're actually kind of getting pushed off it right now. That's just going for another ult. Rest in peace, my boy Atlas. Let's just keep heals on Helvian here. He's still full health. I actually haven't really noticed him ulting all that much this game, because I think the sound effect for it is way quieter when you're on the giving end, when your team is the one throwing out the ult, whereas when we were up against it, I could hear it really clearly. So I don't know actually how much he's been ulting this game. I'm getting glitched on the book there. I'm guessing that dude is holding, that statue is holding a book, and for some reason I couldn't get out from under it. Capture point has spawned. It doesn't say capture point has moved. That's a interesting thing to know. I guess it also doesn't seem to go in an order. It seems to just be random because we haven't had it there yet, but we've had it here, unless I'm just remembering wrong. Can I get a stun on this Tyra? I think I can. There we go. I didn't really do a great job there. I'm landing all of these hits, but it ain't enough damage. That's Dredge ulting. Our Atlas ulted. Why are my friendly ults so quiet? I don't know what's going on. For some reason, I can't really hear any of my friendlies when they all get bodied there. Genos, more heals for these guys. Nice. I kind of wish I had the ability to give myself like a Ceres in-hand effect where I group heal when I right-click somebody who's near other people. There goes Tyra. Nice. Might as well reposition Luna there aggressively just to keep putting pressure on people. Heals for you. Oh, I can't switch target. I have to de-link and re-link. I guess we're kind of attempting to recover this game because we're getting a little bit of a lead now. More heals on these guys. King of the Hill is way more fun than Onslaught though because you're pushing different points. You're not just pushing the same thing over and over again. We'll move her a little bit. I'm getting a bit of a battering here. Do I want to go for an ult play? I kind of want to go for an ult play. Let's see if we can get some people off the map. Oh, there we go. That was 2. I don't think Nando can get back on. Maeve probably can though, unless she can't. There we go. That's a double. Nice. That's 2 double kills I've got so far. Can we get a triple maybe? Oh, she's going to ult me into a wall. 6. She is still gone though, and I'm dead to Genos. Where is he even ulting from? Is he ulting from under? Oh, okay. That's very, very big brain tactics right there. Staying under the map, throwing out heals, and then going ahead and actually pulling out like an ult. Yeah, it seems like the spawns are a little bit random. You don't always get put in that same room, but at the same time, you still get healed in there, which is kind of interesting. Not that it's necessarily worth very much, but there's shots on him. That is the banish. He still caps the point if he's banished, so we do still need to put pressure. Let's get heals on him. There we go. Let's put Luna on the objective there and maybe get a stun on Nando. Never mind. Heals for you. The max cauterize is screwing me over so bad. Let's just F over here. Get a stun maybe to that Nando. That did not work at all. Getting a little bit battered so far. They've done a very, very good job of holding the one on the right near the statue and this one on the left. All of the other ones they've not done a very good job at all of holding, but just these 2 points have actually been enough. Stats will definitely be interesting to see this game. I feel like I've done a pretty good job, but we'll see how everybody else has done. Let's go ahead and F ourselves over here. Hello, Maeve. I'm going to play aggressively. I don't think you were expecting this, and I don't know where you've gone, but there we go. Luna going in for that super aggro stun that actually worked. She is still alive, though. Let's maybe get rid of her. No, I need to heal this Atlas and play the objective. I'm pretty sure we've lost this. Might as well go for an ult at the end just to be kind of fancy. I guess Dredge is going for an ult. I'm trying to throw out heals. Maeve is trying to throw out daggers. This is very, very weird. We're totally losing this because they just have to get a single kill. I gave us a very, very little percentage that we're going to recover this, but we might do. Well, I just said the capture point had moved, but it's in the same spot, so I guess it doesn't always move, or maybe when it's this close, it doesn't. Try to get heals through the Atlas, but that is the loss. Not a bad set of games, honestly. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of showing off IO. She feels way, way better to play like this, but at the same time, she feels a little bit worse because it's a little bit harder to switch targets. It doesn't even feel like I actually have the option to switch targets, so it'd be nice if they somehow manage to give you the best of both. But Maeve is the Galba top play. She gets rid of Ying pretty quickly. She then gets rid of me pretty quickly, and she also goes ahead and gets rid of Strix and Atlas, I'm pretty sure, because I don't see him getting out of that situation. Good game. Well, there you go. There are the stats for the second match. My objective time is pretty crappy. Would look a lot better if it counted Luna and being on the point, which it, for whatever reason, doesn't do because you don't get credits for it, so I'm guessing that's why it doesn't count it. But other than that, we went 12-7, 67k, 81k. Pretty decent stat. I'll take that. Not the best stat in the world, but also not the worst. Strix did pretty good, 125k. Atlas did pretty decent, but not great. He actually doesn't have a single kill there, and neither does the Ying. He has a lot of objective time, so I guess he did his role as a frontline there alongside the Nando. Dredge did pretty good, 133k, and Ying did a pretty decent 75k. I had a little bit of a hard time healing people up there because they had a lot of cauterize straight from the start. We really didn't have enough cauterize there. Ying didn't grab it till really late. I didn't really grab it because I didn't realize I'd be going for damage at all. I was trying to focus on heals and stuff. Dredge got it, third item. Atlas got it first item, and my boy Strix didn't grab it, but you know, still a good match. Even if we lost, we didn't lose by all that much. Surprisingly long though. King of the Hill goes on way longer than I thought it would. Maeve on their side did pretty good, 18,995k. Anando did pretty decent. Tyra did pretty good, and then IO and Jones both did pretty decent as well with 120k heals. Jesus Christ, they have way more than us, like 50% more than us. Well done to the enemy team. There you go. That was IO on the new patch. Find it kind of funny that I'm calling it a patch and it's a Pirates patch. It's Pirates Treasures patch. It's kind of confusing, but IO looks great with the skin. So does everybody else. Gameplay change was interesting. I would definitely consider it a buff still because of how much better it felt to play, but at the same time, it felt kind of clunky that I wasn't able to switch targets like I usually was able to, or am able to. Obviously, still currently in live. This is the PTS. So I reckon if they'd be able to fix that with the target switching and stuff, it would feel perfect, but you know, it's still kind of nice that I can heal through walls. Don't feel like the duration was too short, to be honest. I feel like 0.8 is a pretty good spot for it to be in, and I guess that's all there is for me to really say, other than a couple things. Patch is looking pretty good. Let me know what you want to see me do next. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to go give my voice a rest because it's feeling shredded, but I'll see you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay frosty.